We have a breaking story here by Danny Gold. 99% of Americans didn't see who Devin Nunes had a secret meeting with outside the White House last week. Last week, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes delivered explosive information to the public and President Trump about Obama's surveillance on the Trump team. We already know that Obama used unmasking techniques to spy on Trump and his team during the campaign. However, now we know how Nunes got his hands on that info. Nunes met with the source of Obama's spying scandal on the White House grounds last Tuesday night. Jack Langer, communications director for the House Intelligence Committee, revealed. Chairman Nunes met with his source at the White House grounds in order to have proximity to a secure location where he could view the information provided by the source. The chairman is extremely concerned by the possible improper unmasking of names of U.S. citizens, and he began looking into this issue even before President Trump tweeted his assertion that Trump Tower had been wiretapped. Who the exact source is still unknown, and I couldn't tell you even if we knew, right? However, there is now some suspicion that their intelligence may have come from the top intelligence officers themselves. Nunes did confirm the meeting had also revealed that Trump and his staff had no clue he was at the White House at the time.
Monitor, can you say what he was communicating about or who he was communicating about?
No, I can't get into that. I'm sorry.
You also said that somebody brought you this information very recently. Can you tell us who brought you this information?
Well, I can tell you this, that we've been asking for people to come forward. And they came through the proper channels. They had the proper clearances, and I'm just going to leave it at that because we have to protect people who came forward in the right manner and got the information.
To be clear here,
I'm not even going to say it's one person.
To be clear, you talk about this being collected incidentally, but you say it has nothing to do with Russia. Are you suggesting that these communications could have been collected incidentally as part of a criminal investigation, a criminal warrant?
No.
So how do you believe
that
they were?
Because I read what I was in the dozens of reports I was able to see. I was able to determine that it looks like it was legal collection, incidental collection, that then made it itself into intelligence reports. So it has to deal with FISA, and there's multiple number of FISA warrants that are out there, but there's nothing criminal at all involved. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Hold on, I gotta take one more question. I'm sorry.
Was it information that was looked at in real time, or was it information that was collected, held, stored, and then allowed to be looked at later?
It was fairly quickly from what I've seen, but we have to. Once we get the reports, then we can ask more questions of the agencies that produce the reports.
If it was legal collection, what is it that you find inappropriate about it? And are you attempting to give the president political cover for his wiretapping?
Because the reason that we do this, and we have all these procedures in place, is to protect American citizens who are incidentally collected. And so there's certain thresholds that have to be met to make it into foreign intelligence products. If something else happened where it appears to me like there were things that maybe they didn't meet the minimum qualifications, I don't know, but there are things to me that don't reach the level of foreign intelligence value. And if that's the case, you have to ask yourself, why did those end up in reports?
But just to clarify, this is not intentional spying on Donald Trump or anybody in his...
I have no idea. We won't know that.
Well, you said this is
we won't know that until we get to the bottom of did people ask for the unmasking of additional names within President-elect's transition team.
But you said legal and incidental. That doesn't sound
like
so
I would refer you to, we had a similar issue with members of Congress that were being picked up in incidental collection a little over a year ago. We had to spend a full year working with the DNI on the proper notification for members of Congress to be notified, which comes through the Gang of Eight. And I would refer you to that because it looks very, very similar to that. But would be the best way I can describe it.
Mr. Masking, who has access to those names?
What's his name on that?
I'm not going to get into that, but I have every indication that that it's clear who's in these reports. I'm gonna have to get going, guys. I have to get to vote.
Who
Thank
would have
you.
access to those unmasked names? Just to be clear, would it just be people within the intelligence community, or?
We don't know that yet, because we don't know who did the unmasking and then who it would have been disseminated to.
Right.
When again?
All right, thank you, guys.
The president, Mr. Chairman.